This story, Ozymandias, tells the story of a powerful king that ruled the civilization where he lived. In this case, the author is retelling the story told by a traveler that he met on an antique land. This traveler told the author the story about King Ozymandias. He was very powerful on his reign. He had a lot of influence and power on his time, and he had a sculpture on his behalf to represent the power that actually he had. Was this sphinx, one of these famous sphinx from Egypt that we nowadays know that are so famous all around, and which is actually the only thing remaining home from his kingdom that he had long ago. This guy Ozymandias is now dead, of course, but he left this image that represented at least a little part of his power during those days, still remaining today here. The irony on this story is about this exactly. This sculpture here, meaning a lot of power there, but actually this piece of sculpture, this sphinx, is actually missing the head. The head is half sunk on the sand. The sand which symbolizes a changing period that washes away everything that is around, covering everything and leaving something the most amazing things outside. Um, right now, this sculpture is in the middle of a desert, meaning that there is no life around. Everything is on decay. Right now, this kingdom, this civilization is absolutely gone, but this sculpture here, which is the only thing that remains. Ozymandias, on his days, had the sculptor write down an epitaph saying, in this case, I am Ozymandias, the King of Kings, and there is no one like me. No one is gonna be so powerful as I am. That's how conceited these pharaohs were during those times. They did everything. They did the impossible to immortalize themselves in such as figures as this one. Right now, this headless sculpture means that right now that kingdom has no king now. It's already dead. Civilization is gone. From the archetypical approach, we can analyze this story through the meaning of some symbols that we already know. For example, one of them, a stone. What does a stone mean? Stone means something hard to destroy, something that has many years, but it's still there. It hasn't disappeared. There's no way to make it disappear. It's gonna last forever. If we see it from an archetypical point of view, also symbolizes the heart of a man, how his heart was so cold that he didn't care about probably about his people during those days. He only cared about himself, making this type of sculptures to immortalize himself and be remembered in the future. We got this other symbol, which is the desert. It means no life is around, and it's where the irony comes. Right now, everything is washed away by the sand, and in this case, that covered everything, and everything is now on decay. The legs of the structure of this figure means the base of the civilization, and it's been held by that statue. It was the only true meaning for the pharaoh this time, to have this power, build his own things. He was the only one enjoying probably during those days. He had the power to do anything he wanted to, and he did it, of course. Right now, he's being remembered by this figure, which symbolizes what he really wanted to be remembered, and the epitaph is still there. It has not disappeared, showing that he actually was